What's up guys, and you join me Justin, and I'm driving in a very special Golf GTI. It is the TCR, and our TCR stands for Touring Car Racing. Essentially it's actually just a last hurrah, a final bow to one of the most popular GTI models to ever come from Germany, the 7. South Africa, we still have the 7. Other places in the world like Europe are welcoming the Golf 8. So this has arrived in limited numbers for the pure GTI enthusiast. And when I say limited numbers, I mean only 300 of these have made it to South African shores. And this one is number 300. So it is quite special. So the TCR, as weird as what the name is, the car that it is attached to is absolutely fantastic. So what makes the TCR special? Well, from a design point of view, not much. However, if you look a little bit closely, you'll see it's got bespoke 19-inch rims. It has a lot of little black bits all over the show, like on the front bumper, black side skirts, and a really prominent rear diffuser. There's also a tiny little boot spoiler on the top of the rear hatch. Black side mirrors. One of the biggest things though that set this apart from other GTIs, and it's one that I'm not quite sure of, however it's grown on me, like it has grown on the side of this car, which is the big sticker, the decal, all the little GTR honeycomb spots. I don't know, I'm not a fan. However, because this is a special edition, I will accept it. So styling looks really nice, but if you look a little bit closer, you'll also notice this car sits a bit lower than the normal GTI. However, if you add the dynamic chassis control, or DCC as Volkswagen likes to call it, the overall drop is around 25 mils, which gives the car quite an aggressive stance, I must say. Alright, so being a special edition, we need to have more power, and the TCR has more power. The EA888 engine has been slightly tweaked to now produce 213 kilowatts and 380 newton meters of torque. That will get it from 0 to 100 in around 5.6 seconds, and it's electronically limited to just over 260 k's an hour. There is, however, something else which completely changes this entire car, and that is the limited slip differential. You see, it's called the VQA, and what it is, it's a mechanical limited slip diff, but on the right hand side of the drive shaft there's a clutch pack, and this does trickery with an electric motor, and it's all kind of German, and it's very, very involved. But what it does is magic. You can turn in so nicely. The front end feel on this car is impeccable. Turn into a corner, accelerate out, and you feel how it pulls you in, tightens up. The way this thing pulls you in, it hugs the corner. Now in the dry, it's fine, but where it really shines, oddly enough, is in the wet. I drove this in the rain the other day, and the handling was phenomenal. It's really, really interesting. what it does is pure magic. And that is, I think, what separates this from normal GTIs, is that diff. The lowered ride height, that diff, and the switch more power. Going really fast. I should slow down. Oh gosh, this car is incredible. Oh, it also sounds really good. Okay, talking about the interior. So, the interior of the Golf GTI is not a bad place to be, and it's quite difficult to improve on something which is not bad. However, there are some subtle things here on the interior that the guys have added, which has just made it a little bit different. For example, and probably the biggest thing, being the seats. So the rest of the world, you get material seats like this, and whatever, it's cool. However, in South Africa, we only get leather. We wanted these for so long. And TCR has come along and we have them. These seats are so cool with this red and grey and black stitching, and it even says GTI on the backrest. There's Alcantara here on the gear lever, and then there's a little badge which tells you what number TCR you have. And like I mentioned, this is number 300. Other things that I like is the infotainment system, which has Apple CarPlay, and then the digital instrument cluster. Other than that, it's pretty GTI. It's very practical, it's very comfortable. This car has basically everything. I've got a big ass panoramic sunroof, I've got dynamic chassis control, park assist, heated seats, the works. It's such a nice car, and it's incredibly fun to drive. Oh yeah. Traffic. What you gonna do? I know. Alrighty. So to sum up, this car as a TCR, I think it's just the name. Yes, it's limited edition and all that kind of stuff. You know what I think happened? I think the guys at VW set out to build a Mars 2 Raw special edition, and they just ended up making the perfect GTI. Everything just feels sharper. Everything just feels refined compared to a normal GTI. Everything just comes together. This is the ultimate GTI. For now though. This is one of the very few cars I could live with every single day. I've been plotting and planning how to get a job at Volkswagen and how to get this as a company car. If you're watching anybody from VW SA, I can make coffee, I can clean cars, I can print stuff and draw things on the whiteboard. As long as this is my company car, I'll do whatever you want me to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and chat to you soon. Bye.